For centuries, humans have grappled with the mysteries of infidelity. From ancient texts to modern literature, the theme of betrayal has been a constant source of fascination and heartbreak. What drives a person to betray their partner? Is it a moment of weakness, a deep-seated flaw, or perhaps a cry for help? Is it a flaw in their character, a simple lack of self-control, or something more complex? Could it be influenced by external factors such as stress, societal pressures, or even biological impulses? While we may never have a definitive answer, new technology is offering us intriguing insights into this age-old question. The advent of artificial intelligence and machine learning has opened up new avenues for understanding human behavior. Artificial intelligence, with its ability to process vast amounts of data and identify patterns, is now being used to explore the faces of infidelity. By sifting through enormous data sets, AI can uncover trends and correlations that were previously invisible to the human eye. By analyzing thousands of testimonies from individuals who have experienced cheating firsthand, researchers have been able to generate AI images that depict the typical features of a cheater. These images are not just about physical appearance, but also capture subtle emotional cues and behavioral patterns. This groundbreaking research is helping us to understand the complex web of factors that contribute to infidelity, offering a new lens through which to view an age-old question. The foundation of this research lies in the collection of a vast and diverse data set. This data set is not just a collection of numbers and figures, but a compilation of real-life experiences and personal stories. Each piece of data represents a unique narrative, contributing to a larger understanding of infidelity. Researchers gathered thousands of online testimonies from individuals who have firsthand experience with infidelity. These testimonies were sourced from various online platforms, including forums, social media, and dedicated websites where people share their personal experiences. The diversity of sources ensured a wide range of perspectives and experiences. These personal accounts detailed the physical appearances of the people who had cheated on them. The descriptions included various attributes such as height, hair color, eye color, and other distinguishing features. This level of detail was crucial for the research, as it allowed for a comprehensive analysis of the physical characteristics associated with infidelity. The testimonies were carefully anonymized to protect the privacy of the individuals involved. Anonymization involved removing any identifying information, such as names, locations, and specific details that could lead to the identification of the individuals. This ensured that the focus remained solely on the physical characteristics described and not on the personal identities of those involved. By doing so, the researchers maintained ethical standards and respected the privacy of the participants. The sheer volume and diversity of this data set were crucial in ensuring that the AI had a large enough sample size to identify meaningful patterns. The extensive dataset allowed the AI to learn and recognize trends and correlations that might not be apparent in smaller datasets. This comprehensive approach was essential for the accuracy and reliability of the research findings. Once the data was compiled and anonymized, it was fed into a sophisticated AI program. This program utilized a type of machine learning known as generative adversarial networks, or GANs. GANs are adept at identifying patterns and generating new data that mimic the characteristics of the input data. In this case, the AI was tasked with analyzing the descriptions of cheaters provided in the testimonies and generating images based on the recurring features. The AI essentially acted as a digital sketch artist, taking the verbal descriptions and translating them into visual representations. The results of the AI's analysis were both fascinating and, to some degree, unsettling. The scientists were taken aback by the precision and detail in the AI's renderings, which seemed to capture more than just physical attributes. It was as if the AI had delved into the very essence of human nature, revealing aspects that were both intriguing and disconcerting. The AI generated separate images for male and female cheaters, each with distinct features. These images were not just random creations, they were based on complex algorithms and vast amounts of data. The AI analyzed countless facial features and behavioral patterns to come up with these representations. The male cheater, according to the AI, possessed a strong jawline, a prominent brow, and a slightly mischievous glint in his eyes. These features were not chosen arbitrarily. They were the result of the AI's deep learning processes, which identified these traits as common among male cheaters in the dataset. The female cheater was depicted with high cheekbones, full lips, and a gaze that could be interpreted as both alluring and untrustworthy. The AI's analysis suggested that these features were statistically significant in identifying female cheaters, based on the data it had been trained on. These images, while intriguing, are not meant to be taken as definitive portraits of every person who has ever cheated. They're merely visual representations of patterns identified by the AI. It's important to remember that human behavior is complex and cannot be fully captured by algorithms alone. It is crucial to remember that this is simply a visual representation of statistical patterns identified by the AI based on the specific data set it was provided. The AI's findings should be viewed as a starting point for further research and not as conclusive evidence. The scientists emphasize the need for caution in interpreting these results, as they are influenced by the limitations and biases of the data used to train the AI. This study opens up new avenues for understanding human behavior, but it also raises important ethical questions about the use of AI in such sensitive areas. Beyond the surface, delving into the statistics. The study didn't stop at generating images, it also delved into the statistical data surrounding infidelity. Analyzing the testimonies revealed intriguing insights into the prevalence of cheating. For instance, the study found that men were statistically more likely to admit to having cheated on a partner, with 25% confessing to infidelity compared to 15% of women. This gender disparity, while significant, should be interpreted with caution. It's important to acknowledge that societal expectations and double standards surrounding infidelity might influence these self-reported numbers. UK cheating hotspots, a geographic perspective. Interestingly, the study also uncovered geographical differences in cheating admissions within the UK. London, with its bustling atmosphere and diverse population, emerged as the city with the highest percentage of individuals admitting to infidelity. This was followed closely by other major metropolitan areas like Manchester and Birmingham. In contrast, more rural areas reported lower rates of infidelity. While these geographical variations are intriguing, it's important to consider the limitations of self-reported data and avoid drawing definitive conclusions about specific regions. Men versus women, a tale of two cheaters. The study revealed intriguing yet subtle differences in the described appearances of male and female cheaters. Men described as cheaters were more often linked with terms suggesting a rugged handsomeness, such as strong jawline or intense gaze. On the other hand, women accused of infidelity were more commonly associated with descriptors like flirtatious smile or piercing blue eyes. While these distinctions paint an intriguing picture, it's crucial to emphasize that these are simply patterns identified within a specific data set and should not be interpreted as universal truths. Correlation versus causation, a necessary distinction. It is absolutely vital to emphasize that this study, while fascinating, does not prove that certain facial features cause infidelity. The AI has simply identified a correlation between certain physical characteristics and the likelihood of being described as a cheater within the provided dataset. This does not mean that everyone with these features is destined to be unfaithful, nor does it mean that people without these features are immune to temptation. The danger of stereotypes, judging books by their covers. The findings of this study should serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of stereotyping. Just because an AI program has identified certain patterns in a specific dataset, it does not mean that we should start viewing individuals with those physical characteristics with suspicion. Judging someone's trustworthiness based solely on their appearance is not only unfair, but also inaccurate. True understanding comes from looking beyond superficial traits and engaging with individuals on a deeper level. The enduring mystery, why we cheat. This study, while offering intriguing insights, ultimately underscores the complex and multifaceted nature of infidelity. Cheating is rarely, if ever, solely about physical appearance. It is often the culmination of a complex interplay of emotional, psychological, and situational factors. Reducing such a nuanced issue to a set of facial features is not only simplistic, but also potentially harmful. beyond appearances, trust, love, and individuality. In the end, the most important lesson to glean from this study is the importance of individual behavior over generalized appearances. While the AI may have identified some patterns in the data, it is crucial to remember that each person is unique and their actions are driven by a complex interplay of personal experiences, values, and choices. True trust and understanding in relationships are built on open communication, mutual respect, and a willingness to see beyond superficial